Over the years, MCC has had a lot of great teams that were predicted to do well and didn't, or have gone close to winning but sadly didn't win. Well, today, all that has a chance to change because me and the rest of the crew have each picked out a non-winning team from MCC history to compete in a little simulated event we like to call MCC Redo. And basically what we're going to be doing is telling you why we picked our respective teams and then using Aqua Dragon's MCC simulator at the end to see who wins. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so first up we have the MCC 14 Red Rabbits as the Red Rabbits, chosen by Ajax.
I think Red 14 were just one of the coolest teams ever. I mean, no one expected Vicstar to come back at that time, and the fact he did, and he was with Tommy, which was always such a big bit back then. Tommy being obsessed with Vicstar, and then you got Tubbo as well, and Nikki, and that team just shouldn't have done that well. It was like Tubbo's first few events. Tommy, you know, was probably at one of his best, but still, like, that team was not expected to do well. Nikki did phenomenally. That survival games is just etched into my brain, and the fact they did well and could have made it to the finale, oh my god. So I think they deserve to, you know, a second chance of victory. That would be amazing to see.
Next up we have the MCC 34 Orange Ocelots as the Orange Ocelots, chosen by Beast Plays.
So my team might be a bit surprising considering it's so recent, but I decided to pick the MCC 34 Orange Ocelots. From a combo perspective, this team is absolutely amazing. Everyone on this team works so well together, and I think it was very enjoyable to see them play. I watched this team live last event, and I think they deserved a lot better than how they ended up placing, considering the strength of their team. It all came down to a bad game order, which is really unfortunate, especially with that Sky Battle. This team was a ton of fun, and it was a blast watching them live, so I think they are one of the most deserving teams to come back and attempt to win it all.
Alright, so next up we have Owenish absolutely ruining the event here by choosing the MCC 30 Yellow Yaks as the Yellow Yaks. And yeah, it's dude, oh my gosh, this is so unfair.
The team that I chose was the MCC 30 Yellow Yaks, featuring Purpled, Antfrost, Gumi, and Velvet. This team dominated pretty much the entire event, which is even more impressive when you consider the fact that this was arguably the most competitive MCC ever. They got top 2 in 5 games and were in first overall from game 2 onwards. In addition to all of that, it was this event that truly solidified Antfrost as an S tier in the community's eyes. It was also the proper start of Purpled's complete domination during early Season 3. The vibes were on point the entire time, and even after they lost with a 2-1 lead in Dodgebolts, it's still one of my favorite teams of all time.
Next up we have the MCC 32 Lime Llamas as the Lime Llamas, chosen by Tortil, but sadly due to him being ill, he will not be able to record this part of the video, so I will be saying his reasons for why he chose the MCC 32 Lime Llamas. Starting off, this team was a very well-rounded team. Like, when I first saw this team, it was insanely strong, and I thought it was going to do really well, but sadly SB slightly underperformed, and Fruit did get first that event, so that was good to see, and Becky and Impulse didn't do as good as they were expected to do. The game order was kind of off for this team, I feel like they didn't do up to their full potential, but Fruit did go off in Sky Battle, so that's always cool to see. Tortil said that he really loved the Fruit and SB duo, and I feel like most people want to see SB with a lot of different S tiers, so him being able to get with Fruit is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Well, it could happen again, but it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it was really cool to see them be a duo together. I think SB could have definitely done better if he had played an event before that, but I think last event before that he played in was like 29, maybe it was like 30, but he played recently. I think he was just a little bit, you know, rusty at MCC overall because, you know, he doesn't play consistently. But to be honest, if this team played today, it would be balanced. So, also, if this team was to play today, it would be balanced considering it's very recently. So yeah, we actually could see this team again, or some variation of this team, like a Fruit and SB duo, and then like 2 other players besides Becky and Impulse today, because it's kind of fair, to be honest. It is pretty balanced. I feel like it would be a top 5 team, but yeah, it would be somewhat balanced in an event today. And yeah, Tortil hopes this team does well in MCC Redo, and he's crossing his fingers that they get top 5, and I think they have a good shot to. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, next up we have the MCC 34 Cyan Coyotes as the Green Geckos, chosen by Douchebul.
The reasons as to why I choose Cyan 24 as the team are because, well, first of all, their sense of time being a very dominant one and very prominent one, and that game of sense of time really changes minds of MC and of their sense of time perspective, as well as, well, Hannah being the first time playing the game. Like, she really is dominant and really open up on how the event works in general. Second thing is, well, as with Hannah's first time comes, well, with some of the not that dominant performances in the games themselves, like some games that they may not be pleased on, and some new time mistakes, all that kinds of stuff. If this team is to, of course, be in MCC again, then of course they will have a dominant time in this event, and yeah, hopefully they came up on top if that team and 5 other teams are teamed together.
Next up, we have the MCC 18 Cyan Centipedes as the Cyan Coyotes, chosen by yours truly, Ripcord. To be honest, I chose this team really because I don't know, it's one of the most well-rounded teams I think in MCC history. I love the fact that there isn't an S tier on this team, yet this team did so well. I mean, like, everyone performed insanely well. It was actually like mind-boggling at the time, and like now looking back at it, to be honest, this team should have been predicted like way higher. I think they were predicted like bottom 3. Team should have at least been top 4. I mean, this team has a lot of potential, and that's what they showed in MCC 18, but sadly they had the Rambo and Captain Sparkle's curse of 3rd and did not get to Dodgebolt, even though they had that crazy SG finale and winning that. So yeah, I chose this team because I really wanted to see this team get redemption, because I really do think they deserve it. Next up, we have the MCC 19 Red Rabbits as the Teal Turtles, chosen by Aqua Dragon.
Now this team is basically a repeat of Teal 13, which is a team that won, so obviously it can't be repeated. And also Limited Puns have gotten quite good since the last time they teamed, so putting those two together, especially with Krinios, probably would not have been balanced. So the fact that they put George in this team makes a lot of sense. This team was very strong going into the event. I see a lot of people put this team second. I think they were the most popular team, placed second, and they did really good throughout the event. They were one of the few teams that completed grid runners, arguably the hardest grid runners ever. So going into SG, it seemed like it was pretty likely this team would make Dodgebolt against Teal, the other favorite of the event. But Cerulean absolutely destroyed SG, which is basically on the same level as Cyan Rising, as well as MCC 9 Blue Bats. And because of that, they completely destroyed the coin gap. This team went from, I think it was either 5th or 6th to 1st, and Red would place 3rd due to the fact they barely placed Emerald in SG. And with that, this team would never happen again. And like most of the Season 2 teams, had a bad SG and just didn't quite make it over the finish line to make it in Dodgebolt.
Next up, we have the MCC 23 Blue Bats as the Blue Bats, chosen by Mega Ultra Fate, but sadly due to him being ill, he will not be able to record this part of the video, so I will be saying his reasons for why he chose the MCC 23 Blue Bats. Starting off, MCC 23 Blue was a very highly requested team to return by the MCC community, and they were really funny. I feel like they definitely deserve a second chance. And yeah, they were robbed of Dodgebolt because of Meltdown as their final game, and back then Meltdown was one of the was the newest game, and so Sneak and the rest of the team didn't really know how to play it that well, so they, didn't do well at all. I think they got like 9th or something like that, so their Dodgebolt dreams, just went away like that. So it was really sad to see, and I think if they get a second chance, I think they can definitely correct that. Also, they were generally predicted low by a fair portion of people when it came to their team predictions, so them getting 3rd really proved everyone wrong, especially me, especially CPK, and basically, yeah, the rest of the MCC community. I think most people put them in bottom 3, so them getting 3rd is insane to me, but yeah, that's awesome to see. Particularly SB had a standout performance that event, and definitely shined as a leader. Really cool to see. Hopefully he can get a chance like that again someday. And Mega's last reason is he doesn't know if the team would be as good as they were back then if they played in MCC today, but they would definitely be a team full of vibes, and it'd be really cool to see them get a second chance, and so that's why he chose them for MCC Redo. So yeah, surely they win because of vibes, right guys? Come on. Next up, we have the MCC 17 Pink Parrots as the Purple Pandas, chosen by Lebanana.
This team is extremely special to me as we had the Fruit Ninja duo and two of the Simmers together. You know, Illumina and Fruit know each other very well, and Vixella and Crytic Zeus know each other very well. It was a great team for chemistry. They did really well in all of the games because they all, you know, they could communicate really well. It was amazing seeing Fruit Bears on a Illumina team, which is something no one ever thought would happen, but it did. Of course, this team didn't end up winning the event. They got second to the Orange Ocelots, but it was fine. They did insane anyway. So, of course, for the MCC redo, I picked this team because I feel like they deserve to win.
And last, but certainly not least, we have the MCC 15 Pink Parrots as the Pink Parrots, chosen by Sawgun.
There was only one team I can instantly think of for this video. The MCC 15 Pink Parrots. Rainbow's first event on a team that is still to this day my second favorite POV. I absolutely loved watching this team live, and I watched a pod, a relatively underrated team, which was mostly seen as a content team to be honest. Yeah, they did insanely well during the event. Almost guaranteed dodgeball alongside Blue, but not the last game. Yeah, MCC 15 survival games was not the greatest finale for them. Even to this day, I'm still upset about them not getting to dodgeball, but yeah, I would love to see this team happen again in the future. I absolutely loved watching them, and the dynamic between all of them was amazing. Yeah, and that is why I chose this team for this video.
So, we have put 10 teams that we just recently go over into a sim. So, we're gonna start off with Sands of Time, right here. We got green, yellow, purple, pink, and blue. And what do you expect? Green Geckos, Tainley Cyan 24, really dominated the game, to say the least. And then closing up is yellow, because we got the purple and Anfrost duo. That really is something else. And it's also tied as well, yellow and purple. Then we got SG as the second game. We got lime, green, purple, red, and aqua. Lime obviously because of Fruit Berries, even though his last event that he played in survival games started, but really impressive. Then Hannah, of course, with the kills in I think one of the rounds for survival games. So yeah. Now we got Bingobot Fast as the third game. We got green, lime, yellow, aqua, and orange. Green obviously because of JoJo's first, well, not the first time in Bingobot Fast, but the first time in Cannon event. Really dominate that with Hannah as well. So pretty nice for that, for them. I got the fourth game here. Grid Runners, obviously Purple's team, Yellow Yaks in first place. Then we got Lime, Aqua, Blue, and Cyan. Well, we got the Purple and Anfrost. They are very good at Grid Runners. That's also why I'm closing up with Lime with SP. Then we got to get to the side as the fifth game with Yellow, Green, Purple, Aqua, and Lime. Yellow Yaks, obviously. We got Purple in the team, and then we got Fruit Berries in a good day, in a way. Yeah. Then game 6, we have Battle Box with Aqua, Yellow, Pink, Lime, and Orange. This is also likely Aqua, obviously. Puns, very good, as well as George in Battle Box, and Purple, obviously, dominated the game. Game 7, penultimate game, we got Parkour Tag. This time with Lime, Yellow, Aqua, Blue, and Pink. Anfrost obviously in first, and Lime we got Fruit Berries and SB, one of the very prominent parkour tag players in the top 3. Finally, ending it off, a crucial sky battle with yellow, lime, green, red, and pink. And yeah, from what reason, if we go to the team's leaderboard, Cyan is in 10th place. Yeah, for some reason. They got blue in 9th place, orange in 8th place, Red Rabbits in 7th place, Purple Pandas in 6th place, Pink Parrots in 5th place, Aqua Axolotls in 4th place, or Teal Turkeys, Green in 3rd place, Lime in 2nd place, and Yellow in 1st place. Do you guys expect this in any shape or form?
Yellow is obviously expected,
Yeah.
but Cyan lost. I did not actually expect that one.
I am
Yeah,
so
I
happy with Pink 5th.
I'd see Cyan going last. Pink 5th though. Pink 5th.
I'm so happy
that's
about
cool
that.
to see.
Yeah,
be
that was
honest.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really expected Red lost.
Now comes the time. Yellow and Lime in Dodge Boat. And the winners
Lime.
are Lime, Yellow Yaks actually.
Lime? What?
What?
No, bro.
No, we can't validate Onish's ego. No.
No, no, this is
We
not
can already
fair.
get-
That's a weird way to spell lime.
Yeah, redo the sim. Redo the sim.
Redo
cancel
the
game.
sim. Cancel.
Cancel
Just do it until lime wins.
Redo.
So it is a 3-1 Yellow Yaks with 3 wins and
3 to 1.
one with 1 win. Maybe because of Fruit Berry's time in Dodgeboat.
Dude, are you serious? Yeah.
Well, they're really targeting fruit berries, not letting them have fun. Wow.
Once again.
Once again, if this were to be an actual MCC, which will never happen because we have duplicate members, Yellow would have literally a high chance. So, Onish,
Yep.
thank you,
Onish, this is all your fault. This is literally.
This is
Unrelated note, Onish, you're fired.
you're
Yep,
fired
Onish,
from
you're
Central
Goodbye.
You're out. You're getting out of here. See ya.
See ya.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. I guess. I guess it was expected, but still, I don't think anybody really wanted the.
Clearly Onish did.
Yeah, except for Onish. Onish, he's the only one who wanted Yellow to actually win.
Yeah.
It's all good, but hey, even if these teams didn't win, it'd be cool to see some of these teams come back at least once.
I think at least one of these teams should come back sooner or later. Maybe for like All-Stars. Actually, to be honest, most of these teams should come back for All-Stars, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, everyone, that's gonna do it for this little fun MCC redo simulation. Make sure to let us know which past MCC team you would pick to have a second chance to win MCC in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to join our Discord server to have a chance of being in future videos, and while you're down there, you might as well hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content like this one on screen. Anyways, peace!